Hello. Welcome. My name is Regina. I also go by Najma. You could follow me on Instagram, Mally J. M-A as an apple, 3 L's, and a Y, and then a J. So yes, make sure you like so we can get the algorithm up. You know, we want to be on top. We want to be the best channel that there is. I will be posting consistently 2 to 3 times a day. There is no Vlogmas over here. There is no Christmas over here. We do not participate in any pagan holidays. We do not participate in any mythical holidays. That's just not what it is, okay? There is no Santa, there is a Satan. So no Vlogmas, but I am posting a lot forever, for eternity. Hopefully I could help you with these downloads, that I could help you, gain more insight, or at least form some type of curiosity. The more you question, the more curious you are, the more doors are open for you. Whoever is seeking knowledge will eventually gain that knowledge, and you will become more. And that is what we're talking about, becoming more and not just settling, and how it is incredibly dangerous and just poisonous to be a sheep, because that is what they want you to do. Okay, with all the worldly things that are happening, all of these things that are happening in this world, one of the most popular events that is happening regarding health, they really want you to be a sheep in this instance. It really benefits them because they have more control over you. And you are feared easily, you're easily able to be taught or trained or brainwashed, or just believe in propaganda, because there is so much propaganda. I remember when I would think of propaganda, I would think of Adolf Hitler, because he was like the master of propaganda. But propaganda exists in a more smarter way, where it's like harder to detect, because you are accustomed to this fake world, this fake materialistic, easily tricked world. And the news and what we were taught, and even history, all propaganda, all of it. There's so much more, and really, if you want to dig and do your own research and really find the keys to, and I'm talking about keys, you could say philosophical keys, or just literally keys of science, the real science, and just mastering the universe and mastering yourself, your spiritual self. And let's get this one thing straight. Spirituality is higher than flesh. Way much higher. So if you settle down and only think of you as a flesh person, and when you think of yourself and you really only think about how you look, what characteristics you have physically, and that's the only thing that comes to mind about yourself, you are nothing. You view yourself as just nothing, because that's what it is. Now, what do I mean? Hopefully my hair does not look weird. You're stuck in one dimension. You are stuck in literally one realm, and you know it entirely as your world, as your life. You don't know it as anything else. You don't even know it as a realm. You just know it as you were born on Earth, and there are plants, and you have a skin, and this. And if you're an atheist, that's even worse for you. If you are a little bit religious, then you may have some hope. If you're connected to a little bit of spirituality and you don't view yourself only as just a flesh thing, then there's hope for you. Now, if you view yourself as, you always have certain emotions, then you're getting a little bit closer. If you view yourself as how your mind works, then you're getting a little bit higher. And if you're just ignoring your flesh self altogether, you are like at God status right there. God status. I remember watching a video of some sort of monk, I don't know which monk. They would do this thing where they would lock themselves in a room, and it's dark, no lights. They would only drink water, no food. They would lock themselves in this room for a week straight. And we all know what DMT is. D, M as in Mary, T as in Tom, DMT. Find it in a lot of psychedelics that people use, and they go on trips, and they have dream-like trips or hallucinations, which aren't really most of the times hallucinations. They aren't. Hallucinations is a very tricky word. The world leaders or whoever, they want to keep you thinking that the flesh world is real, and anything besides that, anything dream-like, is fake, when it's totally the opposite. It really is the opposite. It's so much propaganda, I am telling you. But anyways, the results of being locked in there in a week with no food, no water, he ended up releasing a lot of DMT, like a lot more after that week. And that's God's status. You're ignoring your flesh, you're ignoring your desires, eating and food. And in reality, humans don't even need to eat that much, but ignoring the food desires, you're ignoring the little light tricks of like the world and how it looks like. You don't see anything. You don't see any outside things. You don't see any inside things. You don't see no light bulbs. You don't see any characteristics usually associated with a room. You just see darkness. So there you're more connected with your mind. And just like that, you're getting more used to your intelligence, what you have, and not depending on anything else. You're using yourself as a source, which is enough. Which is why you don't really need a shepherd, which is why you are literally not a sheep. They're trying to transform you into a sheep, quite literally though. No, you're not actually becoming a sheep, but I'm saying they're transforming you literally into a more humanoid version of yourself. You're literally not going to become a human anymore. You're not going to be able to be more than human anymore. So I'm smoking roses, if you guys are wondering. Here's some information about it being the highest vibrational frequency. It's gonna get scary. And Revelations in the Bible hints at this. Now, I'm not using the Bible as a main resource, but I'm using it as you really gotta do your studies in different Bibles, different works of religion or philosophy. There are secret keys in it. The real keys in scientific knowledge of the universe, they usually personify it with gods or deities to hide the keys, to hide it more. Because symbolism is a huge part of secret societies, secret teachings, hidden things. That's why Greek mythology is so popular, because there are actual facts in it. But you have to dig deep. You really got to think abstractly, because this is science in its sense. They just use gods, they personify them, these factors with different characters to make you believe that these are just stories, that these are just tales, but no, whatever it symbolizes plays a greater part. And if you really just, look at it and read it and, digest it and actually break it apart for what it really is, you will start changing. And it's the same thing with the Bible. Not everything is literal in the Bible, but if you break it apart, you will come to see a lot of esoteric truths. A lot of the things they edit and they take out in the Bible, like the book of Enoch, is not in there. A lot of the things they take out and don't leave it. It's been edited over 30,000 times, so not everything is going to be true. But you need to learn how to use your intuition, how to use yourself. Let's talk about university. One. Unicycle. One. Inter. I-N-T-E-R. Internet. Inner. Net. Inner. All you need is yourself. You're not no sheep. You're not no shepherd. You could be. We all can be shepherds. You're not a sheep. You are yourself. You are a God. Don't limit yourself to the flesh world so you can only just become dust. Don't limit yourself to only one dimension, to only one realm, when there's so much more. Okay, you do have a pineal gland, but it is weakened, like I said in my last video. And your pineal gland is what actually releases DMT. So that's what the monk was trying to do. This pineal gland is most likely larger, has grown larger and stronger and more firm. I don't know, it's probably a muscle, not an organ. That's one thing I wanted to correct. Probably not an organ, because the human body really has 7 or 8 organs. I would tune into Rashad Jamal. So you can be more. Now, I'm stressing this because this is literally the age of Aquarius. And the age of Aquarius is literally a time that lasts for a while, where we are released to so much education and just knowledge and insight. And it is a crucial time, and you are literally a fool not to embrace all of this knowledge, all of this enlightenment. A fool, bruh. And you're gonna continually to be controlled, only to be lessened into a humanoid, only to be lessened into being restricted into the metaverse. Like, things are changing. You really have to do and dive deep. Don't settle. Don't get easily distracted, because all of it are really distractions to disrupt you from yourself. You are your source. Literally become selfish. I'm saying it. Become selfish, girl, guy, whoever. Become selfish. Love yourself, okay? Only think of yourself. You don't need nobody. You don't need no friends, okay? Literally this, like the skin, what covers your spirit is nothing. It's dust, okay? We all come from stars. We are star dust, okay? There is more. Okay, we cannot just accept everything for what it is. And literally think about how you see the world. No one can go inside your mind, and no one could read your mind. Only you have power to your own mind. So if you allow other things to have power into your own mind and you allow yourself to be a sheep, shame on you, okay? But I can't judge either, because I have the same problem. I'm really just trying to learn to be my own self. It can get dangerous, because it does when you like learn that, and when you're in public with like other people, it's either two things. You're either really invisible towards others, or you draw a lot of attention towards others. I know I draw a lot of attention. I really don't like attention. Like, I really wish people could just leave me alone, because usually I'm a Gemini, so I love being the observer. I love being the narrator. I love being the observer. I hate when people observe me. That's just me personally. Two of those things can happen to you. Whew. An explosion almost happened. But yeah, that's what I really wanted to talk about. Hopefully I see you all later. Stay woke. Higher your consciousness, so you're not limited to this realm, and you could go beyond, and you could have a longer life, and you could be prosperous. Yes, meditate. That's one form of increasing your consciousness. Make sure to meditate. Pray either to the universe or whatever God you believe in. I wouldn't get too strict about religion, but I will have to say that a lot of religion are lies. What really matters is spirituality. Don't think religion, just think spirituality. That is all, guys. Subscribe. Or peace.